Hey there, YouTube. It's Kim. And it's been a few days. Let's see, gosh, almost a week, I think. At least 5 or 6 days. I had that, and it's still going on. You can kind of see it's a little swollen, but I don't know. I had some kind of abscess. I don't think it's the tooth. It doesn't feel, I've had an abscessed tooth before, and that was ridiculously painful. This is more of it was along the gum line, or actually in this trench right here, and feels like behind my tongue. And probably I've had a low-lying infection going on there for quite some time, because I have had some discomfort at the back of my tongue or underneath my tongue for a long time now. So I decided to not reach for antibiotics with the guidance of Noel, and I am in fact healing it. So it's I'm really just feeling really grateful about the fact that my body will respond to a great deal of self-care, which in this case has involved oil pulling, coconut oil with some tea tree oil in it, direct application of oregano oil, some tea tree oil, helichrysum. I think there's another oil I've been putting on it. Swishing with warm Epsom salt water, irrigating with warm Epsom salt waters, swishing with colloidal silver and hydrogen peroxide, and like 10 hours of sleep a night. Oh, and I'm also using a red heat lamp, near infrared heat lamp, like 3 times a day. I do it for about 10 minutes. And it's getting better. I had like a, big pouch right here, so it's definitely repairing itself. And I guess it's just, the universe is asking me to trust and believe. It doesn't mean I'm out of the woods. There's still definitely something going on down there, but I've been able to reverse it. And yeah, so that's what's been going on. I haven't really had the energy or the, I didn't want to really show up with a mump, but it's so much more than just the physical healing, this whole thing. I mean, it's just, and I'm sorry, I just don't have the words for it most days. And that could just be part of the fuzzy alcoholic brain. I hope to gather my faculties of communication as time goes by. But it's all just so overwhelming. I'm sitting here, I'm up at the Veterans Home in Yountville, which is this beautiful piece of property just west of where I live. I can just walk here. It takes me about 20 minutes to walk up to the cemetery, which is full of, dead men and women who have, died, quote unquote, for their country. And it's beautiful right now. There's just fluffy white clouds and birds, and the sun is shining on me, and the birds are chirping, and the wind is blowing the grass. And I mean, there couldn't be a more beautiful day. And it's so hard to believe that there's just so much drama and chaos going on around the world. And I suppose one of the gifts of whatever's been going on with me physically and emotionally and all that has been the gift of needing to draw in. I can only really take care of myself right now. I cannot solve the problems of the world right now. Can I ever? I don't know. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. So, I have some pretty way out beliefs about what's going on. I don't believe that nations and people are normally at war. I get really sick and tired of people saying, love is the answer. Well, yeah, it's the answer for most people. And if most people were allowed to live on this planet without interference of whoever they are, the global elite, we can call them that. I don't know. What are they? The archons? I don't know. I don't know, but I know that there's a force at work that keeps us all divided. And I guess, I guess I have a hard time having faith that this is all part of some grand design because it seems really unfortunate. I know that I'm fortunate not to have to suffer personally, but I suffer personally. Like it may not be in my face, but my heart feels it, and I know that's true of most of you, anybody who's watching, all of you 3 people who might be watching. I just believe that humans are kind. I believe that human beings are not terrorists. I believe that terrorists are among us, but I don't believe that they are the people we think they are. So I get all caught up in that, and it's really overwhelming for me a lot of times, most of the time. So I just have to ask, be willing to believe, right? As I launch into my first step of AA, like I have to, well, my first step is, accepting and admitting to the core of my own being that I am powerless over alcohol. And I can do that. And I think step two and three are more about, the higher power piece. And that's as much as I've been saying and going on about spirit and God and, a higher power. This matter that I was just talking about, this situation on this planet, really calls into question a higher power. It's just so hard to believe that any higher power could allow this to happen to this degree, that we would be trashing our planet, our dear, beautiful planet, to this degree. I have a really hard time having faith in that right now. But as I sit here, surrounded by oak trees and beauty, and I guess I don't know, it just feels like such a dichotomy, and I feel fortunate, but it's like some kind of survivor's guilt going on. Like I shouldn't be able to enjoy this because so many people are in such dire straits. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, the good news is I've lost 20 pounds, and all my clothes look a lot better on me. So while I may still be a little shaky, and while I may still on occasion be, what is it? Something irritable and discontent. What's the first one? I don't remember. I look better, and it's, as we know, it's much better to look good than to feel good. So that's it for today, YouTube. I just wanted to check in and give you an update. I'm going to an 8 o'clock candlelight meeting tonight, so that'll be nice. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye-bye.